What family rule did you break that got you disowned? My family had one rule: marry the right gender, give us biological grandchildren. When my brother brought home Carlos, a pediatric surgeon who literally saves babies for a living, my parents smiled politely through dinner and told him to leave and never come back. Nice man, wrong parts, my mother said. Can't make real grandchildren? My brother chose Carlos, and they disowned him that night. They drained his bank accounts while he slept. They were still co-signers from when he was 17, canceled his health insurance effective immediately, reported his car stolen since it was a graduation gift still in their name. By morning, his medical practice received a cease and desist letter for using our family name. I even saw his baby photos in the garbage. I was 22. Watched from my bedroom window as he loaded what little he actually owned into Carlos's car at 9 a.m. My parents stood in the doorway like security. My father had already posted on Facebook that our family was mourning a loss. By morning, 500 people had sent condolences for my brother's death from cancer. I wanted to help, but my father pulled me aside. You walk out that door, you're dead too, and I'll make sure you never finish medical school. Scared, but I knew what I had to do. For 3 years, I played the perfect son. Dated girls whose families thought the same. Pharmaceutical heiresses, senators' daughters, old money families with the right chromosomes to continue the bloodline. Sent my parents photos of every approved girlfriend like breeding certificates. I attended monthly family foundation meetings where my brother's name was never spoken. His face already photoshopped out of family portraits and replaced with our cousins. Meanwhile, I had a secret phone. Called my brother every Sunday. He was happy, really happy. Carlos treated him like gold. They'd fostered 3 kids, siblings the system couldn't keep together, kids whose biological families had thrown them away like trash. 2 had been abandoned at the hospital. 1 had lived in 5 different homes by age 7. I miss you, he'd say. I miss you too. Graduate first, get your trust fund vested, then we'll figure it out. I took his advice. Senior year of med school, my parents introduced me to Isabella. Tobacco heiress, Duke legacy, father owned a billion-dollar company. The wedding was planned before our 5th date, scheduled for the Family Foundation's 100th anniversary gala. My parents had already commissioned the oil painting of our future children. 2 weeks before the wedding, my brother called. We're adopting them, all 3 kids. Carlos and I are going to be dads. My heart broke. My parents' first grandchildren, 3 of them, and they'd never know. 3 kids who desperately needed grandparents, who'd never had a stable family, and my parents would rather pretend they didn't exist, unless, I thought. At our rehearsal dinner, with 500 guests, including the governor at our table, I stood up for the toast, pulled out my phone. Before I marry Isabella, everyone should see who's missing. I projected the photo on the wall. My brother and Carlos at the adoption ceremony. 3 kids clinging to them like life rafts. The oldest, 10, holding his straight A report card. The middle child in his soccer uniform. He'd overcome developmental delays and now led his team. The youngest with her violin headed to state competition. Everyone gasped, shocked, unsure how to feel. My brother isn't dead. He's happy. He's married to a brilliant surgeon, and these are your grandchildren. I looked at my parents. That you'll never meet because your homophobic hatred matters more than 3 kids who need a family. My father stood up, shaking. Those aren't real grandchildren. But Isabella's hypothetical children are? Children who don't exist are more real than 3 kids who call him daddy? My mother was crying. You're destroying everything. You destroyed everything when you threw away your son for liking the wrong gender. She yelled. The bloodline ends with him. Disgusted. The bloodline? Carlos saves babies for a living. My brother runs a free clinic. Those 3 kids were thrown away by their bloodlines. But sure, let's talk about legacy. The governor was already leaving. Isabella's family followed. The wedding was off before the appetizers arrived. My parents screamed about the shame, the ruined foundation gala, the $1 million wedding they couldn't get refunded. Good, I said. Now you know how those 3 kids felt when their biological families threw them away. Except my brother chose them. You're throwing away grandchildren who already exist. They kicked me out that night. Drained my accounts too, but I'd already taken out loans. Already matched at a residency program. I already knew where I was going. My brother opened his door at midnight. We just held each other and cried. That was 5 years ago. I'm Uncle Rob now. Help with homework. Teach the oldest pre-med concepts since he tests at college level. Watch the middle one score soccer goals. Sit front row at violin recitals. Those 3 kids my parents said weren't real, they're honor students, athletes, musicians. They're loved. My parents still tell people they have no children. Spent $3 million on fertility treatments for my cousin rather than acknowledge 3 grandchildren exist.